Opening narration. Part 1. The Phantom Dog. They say dogs can sense things that we can't. Spirits, omens, even death. In a quiet village across the Red River, just beneath the old Long Bien Bridge, my grandmother raised two dogs, Tin and Mike, alongside her first grandchild. For 15 years, they lived like family until one of them died. And then something came back. What happened next still haunts everyone who saw it. This is not just a story. This is something my family lived through. Something I will never forget. My hometown is Bac Bien Village, located on the other side of the Red River, at the foot of Long Bien Bridge. My grandmother had 4 children. My mother was the eldest. Then there was Uncle D, then Uncle C and Aunt T. In 1986, Uncle D had his first child, Lynn. My grandmother also asked for a pair of dogs from the village, named Tin and Mike. My grandmother loved animals very much. She said that Lynn and these 2 dogs were the same age. So the 2 dogs stayed with my grandmother until the incident happened in 2001. That year, Lynn turned 15 years old. After 15 years of living with her owner, Tin was especially smart and understanding. She often wandered around the yard or looked after the chickens for Uncle D. People say that the older a dog is, the smarter it is. Sometimes when my little brother asked her to go get a basket from the kitchen, she would slowly walk in and bring out the basket. Unlike Tin, Mick often growls and likes to be alone. He rarely barks, only growls in his throat, but he guards the house very well. It seems that thanks to his spirit, the neighbors' cats and dogs never come to cause trouble in my garden. Grandma and Uncle D are very proud of the 2 dogs. That year, the river water level rose. In the evening, Tin did not come home for dinner like usual. The next morning, Uncle D went to the river and found him lying dead next to the bamboo bank. He brought him back and buried him under a banana tree in the garden. Grandma was very sad. She did not say anything all morning. In the middle of the hot noon, Grandma took the opportunity to dry the rice. Suddenly, there was the sound of a wooden stick hitting the ground, one by one, in the backyard. Thinking that there were guests, my grandmother went into the house to get her hat and was about to run out when, behind the tree, Mick was seen leaning on a stick, walking on its 2 hind legs, wearing her hat. It walked step by step from the backyard towards the gate. My grandmother's mouth was stiff, only able to stammer a few words. Dee, come help Mom. My uncle and aunt ran up from the house below, saw Mick, stopped. Mick walked slowly, standing on its 2 hind legs. Its 2 front legs clamped the end of the stick, wearing a hat on its head, its tongue sticking out bright red, gradually moving towards the gate. From the backyard to the gate, about 10 meters, my family's 3 people stood like statues. When it got close to the gate, Uncle D rushed out to chase after it. Mick's shadow disappeared behind the gate, which was also when my uncle rushed out, but it had disappeared. My grandmother was now panicked and went into the house to burn incense. All 3 people's faces were pale. No one believed what they told me. They said all 3 were dizzy. That night it rained heavily. My house was close to the riverbank. In 2001, there was no embankment. The water was deep enough to hear the sound of splashing. The next morning when Uncle D went to the garden, the place where Tin's body was buried had been dug up. The body was gone. There were dog footprints all around. Until now, my grandmother still says that those 2 children have not gone anywhere. They are still in the garden, but we just can't see them. To this day, no one knows where Mick went after it vanished through the gate. But my grandmother, who lived through it all, swore it wasn't a dream. She lit incense that night, whispered prayers, and never let another dog into the house again. Some say it was grief, others say it was something darker. But in our family, we know what we saw, and we never forget. Because in Vietnam, the dead don't always stay buried.